What's up guys, welcome back. In today's video I'm showing you how I went 15-0. Actually I went kind of like 19-0, but anyways, with a team that's pretty meta, but I'm going to show you a lot of examples on how to use it, and let's just get into it. Special thanks to Lemon94, who I was playing in a tournament. He recommended this team, so I thought I would give it a try. Let's just look at the team and see what moves we're going to be using. So we're starting with, we have Altaria, and this is a flying dragon type obviously, and the pretty standard moves for this one: Dragon Breath, Sky Attack, and Dragon Pulse. I did someone using Drill Peck today. I don't know why they were using that, but it's a pretty safe lead for the most part. Deoxys defense, as recommended by Lemon Lime, is going to be our safe switch. Counter, Rock Slide, Psycho Boost. Now, he actually recommended Thunderbolt, but I forgot to use my TM, so I ran with Psycho Boost, and it actually worked quite well. You're going to see, obviously, in the video. Meganium is going to be our closer with Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant, and Earthquake. So, yeah, I'm real excited to try this team out, and I've been using it for a little while, but I do like it. It's got a lot of coverage, and let's just get into the first battle and see how it goes. Alright, so I'm going to put the rewards there so you can kind of follow along. I got the Pokemon there. Now, Altaria versus Altaria. For those of you who have not really played this matchup too often, what you want to do is look at their health bar, and if you see their health bar going yellow before yours does, that means your attack is a little bit higher, doing more damage. So don't throw any charge moves. Let them throw the charge moves and waste all of their energy while you store up energy. And this kind of seems counterintuitive at first, but what you're doing is you're keeping switch advantage, and then you're storing up a ton of energy so you can unload it on their next Pokemon. And really, the switch advantage is what you want, because Great League is such an open meta, meaning you can use anything pretty much and still win. You want to be able to see what their Pokemon is before you throw yours in. So you see here I threw Meganium in, which is a good one to throw in. I'm not afraid of one Ice Beam. Two Ice Beams, yes, I'm afraid of that. But one, we're okay. And now we can just hopefully feint this down. I'm trying to remember if we were able to feint it down. No, but that is okay, because we're going to come in with Deoxys now and farm up a little bit. Now, because I'm using Psycho Boost, it takes 5 counters to get to 1, so 10 to get to 2. And so right there I went to, actually I think 11 counters. And so because Psycho Boost is super effective against Toxicroak, we're able to land the second one. Even though it's debuffed, we get Stab, which is same type attack bonus. So it still does a lot of damage to Toxicroak when we take that first win. So our next battle is going against Shelt, I think his name 14, whatever. Anyways, shout out to him, and we do a pretty good lead. Now, you got to be careful with this, because if you try to conserve all your shields, Sludge Bomb actually does do quite a bit of damage, as you're going to see right now. So I don't shield this first one, and look how big of a chunk it does. That's like 40% damage. So that's not something you want to just keep taking. You want to shield at least one of them eventually. But he gives up switch advantage, which is perfect, because we're going to come in with Deoxys and just start throwing counters. This is another one where it's a really good matchup for you, but you don't want to just keep taking those charge moves, because it can knock you out if you're not careful. So I'm going to throw another Rock Slide. Now, it's actually less energy efficient to throw Rock Slide, but if you throw Psycho Boost, you do lose that attack on your second one. So if you're within range maybe of just 2 and you think it's close to dying, you can do that. But yeah, it's pretty easy match anyways, no matter what you do. Okay, so Venusaur comes back in. It's weak to Psychic, and so we hit it with a Psycho Boost, and now we have a double effective grass moves against a Whiscash. Whiscash being double weak to grass. And so really easy to finish that one off, and then we finish off the Bastiodon. So pretty nice. All right, let's go into game 3. All right, so in this next matchup we got this matchup, I looked it up. You can still win with Altaria. The electric moves are slightly super effective, but that Muddy Water doesn't do anything. So we got lucky and ran into a Stunfisk with a not optimal move set. You definitely want to be running Mud Bomb and Discharge, not Muddy Water. So he's we switch out anyways, and he switches out. And this is not the best matchup for us because Frenzy Plant does do quite a bit of damage. But Rock Slide does a nice chunk too, so I'm going to go ahead and just throw Rock Slide and see what happens. Hopefully they don't shield, and they don't. So it does a pretty nice chunk. And here at this point, I'm within Psycho Boost range, I believe, so I'm going to shield this definitely because that's a lot of damage that would take. And I try to farm it up, but I don't think I can quite get to, you know, fully farm it, so I throw a charge move anyways. And he does burn a shield. And so now Frenzy Plant does nothing to Altaria, so that's fine. So now I'm down a shield, but I do have, you know, another Pokemon still in the back. And I can use them as a sacrificial shield if I need to. So I'm not in like the worst spot right now. So let's see what happens. Here, gonna get hit with the Sky Attack. Does a pretty sizable chunk, but we are just able to get one more Sky Attack, so this person probably is gonna... Okay, they saved the shield. So they're playing really conservative. And then I come in with Deoxys, and this one will hurt, but it won't KO. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw Psycho Boost. It's going to have to shield this one, unless it's just saving it for the last Pokemon, which it is. Oh, it's saving it for Stunfisk. Okay, sorry about that. Finally burned a second shield. Now here, we have Meganium, which is super effective. The grass being super effective against the ground. So I can just Vine Whip down and he quits. Okay, so we win the third one with relative ease. Yeah, so Mr. Eco Sam is our fourth opponent. And we got Altaria versus Registeel. This is a horrible, horrible lead. In fact, like after I went 15-0 and I like the next set after that I did pretty well, I started running into a ton of Registeel leads. And so actually what I did was I switched my lead to Deoxys instead of Altaria, and now I'm having a little bit more success. So yeah, sometimes like people start shifting what their leads are, so you kind of need to shift with it. Just try to stay one step ahead of them. But anyways, Whiscash is really annoying because Rock Slide is not super effective, and Thunderbolt is not super effective. Psycho Boost is not really that effective, so there's really nothing you can do against this. You just have to keep throwing moves and just try to do as much damage as you can. So I try to do my double, 10 counters, do double Psycho Boost back to back. You can see it doesn't do hardly any damage. But now I'm hoping to farm it with Meganium, and I think I lost count here, so I shielded. Because if he did get to 9 mud shots, that wasn't enough for Blizzard, and I thought he had it. So he might have just been shield baiting me, but either way, I was playing it safe. And now this one is not too bad because, grass is, I think it's neutral or resistant to grass to itself, so I don't need to worry about these Razor Leaves too much. Frenzy Plant still does a lot of damage. And so here we'll see if it's a poison move, it's bad. I don't think it, yeah, so no, Leaf Blade, we're good. We can farm it. And now we got Earthquake for Registeel, which is why we have Meganium, that's why we run Earthquake, specifically to counter, Toxicroak and Registeel, anything that's weak to ground, Bastiodon. So we do a little sack swap there, so that was nice. And then we just farm it down with Altaria. I don't even know if I needed to do that, because Altaria had enough health to win that matchup anyways. So let's go to the last match. Alright, we got Mariel Dad. Sorry, I butchered that name. But, okay, so yeah, like I said before, it takes 9 mud shots to get to Blizzard. So my opponent was smart, did get to like 9 or 10. And so at this point, it's a guessing game. So I shielded, but he shield baited me. So I switch out, and then this is kind of my safe switch. Now, Haunter is super effective against us, but we're also super effective against him. So it's kind of like that Psycho Boost gives you good coverage against Haunter. And so I decided to go for the double Psycho Boost. He has to shield, otherwise he'll faint. So he shields, I go another one. And he shields again. So now, even though I'm in a bad situation, I was able to beat him to the charge move, so I think he was trying to get a little greedy and farm me down, but take a big chunk there. And this move was questionable. I think he could have just farmed me down because I was really low, but he threw a charge move anyways, which dumped a bunch of energy. And so I'm just going to go ahead and just switch into Altaria. I already had energy like stored up, and I didn't want it to have a Shadow Ball or anything, so I just threw the charge move anyways. And then we get hit with Blizzard, so... But that's fine, because that means he wasted a ton of energy, and now I can comfortably farm I don't have to worry about this being a blizzard because he just threw one, so I am pretty good to farm. And now I have a bunch of extra energy loaded up, so this is especially bad for them because I should be able to get to 2 frenzy plants before Azumarill gets to an ice beam. And there you go. So that worked out for us. And then this Whiscash is going to come in and just get fainted down right away. So 5-0 run. This is going to be part 1 of a 3-part video, obviously, because it would be way too long to show all 15 battles. So I'm just going to go ahead and film the next video. So hope you guys like this one, and please stay tuned for the next video, and I will show you how I win matches 6 through 10. All right, see ya.